Hello YouTube, my name's Damien Lemaitre, and welcome to another review. This review is a bit different. It's not on an Ertl engine or on Bachmann or Hornby engine. It is this time on a toy that came with the Thomas and the Magic Railroad VHS Thomas. You can see there. I don't have the VHS anymore, but as you can see here, I have a DVD of it. Not much to say about the DVD really. Obviously there was a bit to say about the film. I thought the film was quite a good film overall. I know there was a few people I've seen from other reviews that didn't quite like the film, and I can obviously see their point. I mean, with films, everyone's got different opinions. As I said, I liked it. What I quite liked as well was the fact that obviously it was the models, and then there was real live human beings alongside the models and that, and getting involved. I thought that was quite clever. One thing I would say is that I would have liked to have seen a lot more characters. I mean, obviously there was Thomas, Percy, James, Gordon, Henry, Toby, but obviously Bertie, so all like the main characters. So I think I've mentioned them all. Obviously Emily wasn't part of it back then. Edward didn't appear, and Edward's one of my favourites, so I'd have liked it if Edward appeared. I also liked the other characters like Mavis, Oliver, Stepney, and I'd have liked it if they'd appeared alongside. So I think there could have been a few more characters. I mean, Butch made a cameo, and also George the Steamroller was supposed to get a bit of a bigger role, but he never appeared, and I think that is a real shame, to be honest with you. I think there could have been a lot more characters. And also, I quite like the new characters that were introduced though, like Lady, Diesel 10, Splatter and Dodge. I think Splatter and Dodge were definitely my favourites, and they always made me laugh, and I think it's a shame that they've not appeared again since. Really. So here we have the toy of Thomas. I think overall it's quite a good toy. If you look underneath, you probably can't see it as well as I can, but it was made in 2000. 2000 was actually the year the film was released. It was released on the 14th of July 2000 here in the United Kingdom, which makes it, in a few days' time, 15 years old, would you believe it? And I would have been 7 years old when the film was released, and I remember going to see it with my older sister and my younger sister at the Odeon in Kettering. And like I said, obviously a few months afterwards the film was released, and I got the VHS because obviously back then VHS was the norm, and this came with it. So I think it's a good model. I think it's a shame though, really, because the main colour on it's blue. Obviously, they missed out all the details. Like, I mean, that should be black inside his cab, and obviously they've just painted it blue on the buffers and that. Whereas it should be the proper sort of red. There should obviously be red, black, and it's a shame they didn't add the other colours really. But I think the details there. But like I said, I think it's just a shame they didn't add the other colours. I mean, they've added red there, so why didn't they add, red? Like the red stripes on the buffer beams and all that sort of thing. So it's a motorised one, and I just felt like talking about this one really, because like I said, I think it's still overall quite a nice model. And the face, I have to admit, it doesn't 100% remind me of Thomas in a way really. I mean, a lot of children probably look at this and say it was Thomas, but when you really think about it and look at it, it's not 100% like what Thomas should do really. And also as well, like they've added the whistle there, and they've just painted that blue, which is a bit lazy, and they haven't added the two like portholes that you should have at either side of the whistle. Look at it from the top, it looks, I suppose from the top it looks a lot better really. You wouldn't really know, but like I said, it's definitely all they've gone into some nice detail there, so it's quite a nice toy. I mean, this is a children's toy at the end of the day, it's not like the Ertl range, so you can sort of understand why not all the detail's been added, but I think it's a bit of a shame really. I mean, if you had the right colour paint, you could add all the other colours that should be there. As you know, I do collect the Ertl range, and since I did my last review, which was on the 9th of March last year, I've purchased a few more ones, and in December I plan to do another boxed Ertl collection update. on the ones that I brought. This isn't all of them. There is, like I said, there is a few more, but I'll save them till December. But for the time being, here's another Thomas toy, and so I'm quite pleased to have that, because I suppose it's quite rare, really. And I mean, I looked on eBay recently, and they were selling quite a lot, really. And I mean, I got this free with VHS. I know there's a lot of people that like to collect things like this, so I'm quite happy to have it as part of my collection. As you may remember me saying before, I did a video on my Ertl collection, and that was actually in August last year. And it's actually now the most watched video on my channel with over 10,000 views. If you haven't seen it, then I recommend that you watch it. A lot of people seem to quite like it, which I was very surprised about, because it's the most watched one. And also, the last Ertl collection video that I did has now got over 2,000 views, so again, I'm quite touched, and so I just wanted to say thank you if you have commented or subscribed or liked my videos, and if you haven't obviously comment and subscribed, then please do, and you can now follow me on Twitter at Damien1993L. Thanks for watching.